KHTHLB.M, Ptfkleenplay.ukvokug.
Mark, don't make Barbie cry. We're just waiting for the first bit of ads to run through, and then I'll push the go live button. I'm looking for a specific speed paint that I cannot seem to find or put my hands on right now. Hey, KT. Did I throw it out? I think I did. It wasn't Rage Brown. It wasn't Wild. Was it Wild Beast? Would have been Wild Beast. I don't think it was Fringy Orange. Fringy Orange. Might have been Wild Rage Brown. I think it was Rage Brown. Wild Beast, Wild Beast. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? I didn't keep it out anymore, so I must have yeeted it. Oh, where's Rage Brown right there? Hey, oh, no mana. Hey, oh, you're not going to give me a paragraph, Hootie, to read out aloud? but without but without narration, how am I supposed to? What do I do with my life, Hootie? What do I do with my life? I could try finishing a model. I don't know. That's a bold ask there, sir. Bold ask right there. Paints, finish a model? You haven't seen me do this yet? That, sir, is a bold question right there. Finish a model? Hootie's just being sassy. It's okay. All right. I need a piece of paper. 100 hours to finish that game. Sounds impressive. Hello, sweetie. How are you? Have you come to regale us with tales of your adventure? Welcome in, No Mana. Welcome in, KT, Hootie, Grim Dark Barbie, Mark UK Painting that insists on being first because he's not a gentleman. I have Katra here. Solo Terror. Thank you for that text redeem. It was quite humorous. I laughed and giggled at it. Hello. Are you helping me right now get the wet palette ready? Nice and smooth. Hmm? So Katra was in very much a weird mood most of the day. She was all over my desk at work. She was up most of the morning with me, refused to sleep and sit and sleep at all, quite honestly. And then when she finally slept, she slept away from me. And I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever, sweetie. So, oh, that was my day for the most part. Working on different aspects of things, back and forth, and then, you know, getting stuff done, and then being unmotivated to not finish things because that's where I'm at today. What did I do with that? Mixing these paints up right here. No, I did need that brown. I need a lighter brown too. I need this brown. I need the brown. All right. Feel that we are ready to rock and roll because I have mixed all of the colors aside from those that I will use for the metallics and the washes. Bloop, bloop. Oh, and I bought new brushes today as well from the fine lady over at Rosemary. The lady over at Wind River Arts. Good evening, Calgrats. We're not working on a dragon today, but more than likely I will at some point in the future. First, you got to get a paycheck, no man. Step one. Acquire a paycheck. Step two. Acquire shiny new axe. How much did you? I forget how expensive Anduin was. That was 1,000 plus, wasn't it? Why did I get the oranges out? I don't need the oranges right now. Probably don't need the peachy flesh, but I'll have it out anyway. But I will get my gnawbone out and ready. Did your vendor get it down any from 15, or was it just that was the price and that's life? Be safe with your painkillers. I do want these. I don't know if I want Raven Feather. I don't think I want Raven Feather. Wow. I remembered something. I couldn't remember what it fully was, but I do remember you got some amount of a discount. Some amount of a discount is better than none. Yeah. Did you work through your arms dealer to acquire it, or is that a no? Ah, the waiting game until it's not a waiting game, and then you have to solve it immediately. Okay, goodbye. And since I'm doing that and I'm changing it up, I can move him back over there for a while. Yay! Brushes, brushes, brushes. I need a bajillion brushes today. Welcome in, Grey Wolf. Thank you for that streak. Oh, they're okay. It was a day at work. We got things done. We accomplished stuff. So it's usually a win, but it's a slow win. And I knew it would be a slow win, so I managed to get some things and it's like, okay, we're good. Saw an email from my client and said, okay, that's where we're at today. All right, so I really like this Harvest Moon for my metallics. All right. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba. This chair is very awkwardly positioned. I have seen your chair. I remember your chair. It's that wicker chair from uh oh god, what was that movie? Uh um James Bond, Casino Royale. Good morning, Grand Robert. I hope you're having an amazing day and you get to enjoy your beautiful morning. Still a bit of an itch. Yeah, there we go. Now everybody knows you died scratching my balls. But Casino Royale, when he's being tortured, he's put in a chair that you are sitting in, or you've practiced your violin in, or painted in, or all that stuff. They cut out the wicker piece of it, and they use. You never saw Casino Royale? It's. What's funny is that Matt Eccleston, the villain in the movie, was talking about how bad Daniel Craig was at playing poker and how hard it was to lose to him. The poker part, Grand Robert, or the torture part? Ah, yeah. Skyfall was good. Um, I like Skyfall. The chair scene from Casino Royale, though, was pretty intense. Yeah, that was something that was kind of new. Like, so I always kind of knew that the Bond movies were always sort of semi-linked somehow, right? Like, so there was always consistent threads between the differences of them, but the Daniel Craig ones were very well linked and like clear why they were linked, and it felt much better when they were all linked like that. Now, the last one, I didn't really care for that too much, to be honest with you. I like that they were passing the baton to the lady, but I did not like the story um, of that movie. Like I really liked the lady that was supposed to take up the mantle of Bond afterwards, but man, that movie was really rough. What's up, Michael Payne's minis? Oh, the that part of the story, I liked Robert. I was just there were some parts of that movie that felt definitely disjointed that I did not care for. And I really like there's a part of the story that's overarching good, but you have to sift through all the crap because there's a lot of the frustrations that came from when Felix passed. And you can kind of get it in Daniel's eyes is that he he was seeing what was going to happen to himself and the lifestyle, and he was trying to get out of it.
Emotional damage. Hootie underscore hoot underscore request a dad joke.
All right, we got a dad joke coming up for Hootie. Let's see what it is. Fuck you, Steam Deck work. Why did the house go to the doctor? It was having window panes. um, a lot of that last movie, there was a definite change, and the human aspect of it. Robert was great. I liked it. It's just getting to that human part was the challenge I was having with it. I liked a lot of the message in the movie. It's just there were parts of it were just really rough. But I enjoyed Bourne. I liked the movies. It's just they were weird at times, and they didn't really follow the books. And I was like, okay. So I mean, there were a lot of really good aspects of the movie that I liked. It's just to me, it was suffering from some of the same problems that I complain about with Marvel, which is that it was trying to overtell too many different storylines rather than focus on one. Like the baton needing to be passed, you know, um, everything passing around him when he needed to move on himself and he wasn't able to move on. But the way that he was going to move on was through that relationship that he wasn't able to fulfill, which is poetic, but, at the same time, it's like, seriously? There are plenty of times he did have happy ending. There was one movie where he did have a happy ending, if I remember correctly. It was the one where he wore the cardigan. Like James Bond. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, na-na-na-na-na. Welcome back. But Bourne was good. Somebody told me what the books were actually supposed to be about, and I was like, oh, that's sad. I would have liked the books. Look it to be that way. Well, boys and girls, I'd like to inform you at a time in the near future, we're going to have a no man a man with an axe. Like a lady in the night, it's going to sing to him. In my dreams, it comes to me. This Viking axe I've seen so many times. Yeah. There are no metallics on that hand aside from the dragon spiral going up. Ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. What's this then? How you doing, Cal? How's my work lurk buddy? Burning a pot pie. I'm just waiting for the smoke to pass so I can eat it. That's okay, Kel. You can have some of my spoons. If you can find them. And if they're functional. that sort of stuff. I made some spicy grits this weekend and mixed in some cheddar habanero. Man, that stuff that stuff reminded me. It has the heat. Peel these, chop those, wash that. What do you mean, Mark? I disabled that. The archery store is tempting you, no mana. Um, it was disabled because technically, according to TOS, you're not supposed to have YouTube chat or multiple chats shared at one time on Twitch. So I disabled that. And then when I switched to the Clive chat box that I use on Twitch, I have not found a way to connect it to YouTube yet because Stream Elements is technically two separate items and not one whole item. But I see it all. I just don't show it all on screen because I used to when I was using Social Stream, but I took the Social Stream away because I didn't like that aspect of it. Or as I was talking with Monster Den, is that technically you're not allowed to do that right now. They might have changed it. I'm just behind the times. I know some streamers are doing it, and it's not a big deal. Um, I just want to make sure that I have it up for the one or two people that stumble into YouTube because I've tried just putting the vertical feed should be doing a dual stream so it shows up in the shorts where it's discoverable in shorts now. Just to see if I can drive traffic that way. Just a little bit. I mean, over the year that I've had a YouTube channel up and running, I've gotten to 22 active subscribers or 22 subscribers on it. So I figured I would continue to let it grow and do its thing on the side. I have no idea what the active and correct group is, but I didn't get a chance to talk with Zombie today about it, so. It's okay. You don't have to. I was just Mark UK was asking a question about it from the YouTube side, asking why he couldn't see his chat on the screen, and I did my best to explain why I knew I couldn't do it, which I don't fully know if I agree with Monster Den on that conversation, but seeing as he probably read about it, I'm not gonna argue with him. And quite honestly, trying to figure out how to tie stream elements, chat bots into both of them to work in one consistent window has proven to be a non good window of conversation, and it's frustrated me quite a bit. So yeah. I flipped it over to so YouTube actually saves my VODs. There's no music on YouTube, it's just voice. Because there's no way to separate out channels of music. So you're stuck doing one or the other. You can't do both with it. Which I think is really silly, honestly. I have no way to separate the music channel on YouTube. It's like, here's this tool. Okay, thank you. But you can't separate out the track. Why? Well, reasons. It's like, okay. I guess that's acceptable. But the idea was that Stabitha or Helia. I vote Stabitha. Welcome in behind the tree. How are you doing? I need to lower my desk for this. I do not wish to stand at this time. there for part of your day. I was there for part of it. Werewolf Rogue it is. Exactly, Cal. Exactly. Another bunch of arrows. Can't imagine why you'd want to buy the first bunch. Did you already lose them? Did you try to shoot at Layden and miss all of them? That makes sense. You can always use more. Is it like I can't believe it's not butter? You can always use more. Or is it Paula Deen? The answer to any secret is to add more butter. Uh, Think about Stretch J. I see someone followed Pukra and found a dancing crab emote. when you eat brown. I hope as well for you, no matter. Oh, misty mountain. This needs to be a darker brown. That needs a darker brown. That was something I picked up from Grumpy Crane in his stream, and I thought it was wise. I could have it changed and just say, hey, you, don't forget to like and subscribe. I kind of like the affirmation aspect of it, though. Just as a nice. Eat whatever you want to eat, Kel. You are an adult. And if you don't want to eat something, you don't have to. However, I do understand the appeal and the simplicity of not doing something else. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just rambling. I'll just ramble on. Oh, I meant to tell you a story about Stabatha, didn't I? I got sidetracked when you were telling us about it on Saturday. So, a long time ago, on a distant land, when Painty was caring about relationships and doing the relationship thing, I had a partner that was into uh, roller derby. And they were trying to come up with the names of, and stuff that they had to work backwards and forwards, right? So they had to have really cute names and all this stuff, and they liked having names that kind of worked in different ways that could be shrunk and expanded and work with three letters. So going painty paint paints, you could be referred to as paint pain, stuff like that. One day, so I would always joke about random names that they could use. And one of them that I came up with, Cal, was the Stabatician. The Statistician. Rune tablet thingy bobber. Oh, Penny's most common nickname is Dickhead. Hootie, you only agreed to call me that in bed. And we're not in bed right now, so. Convert letters to Nordic runes. Oh. Ages and ages ago. My hair is feeling super floppy. I need a bandana. There. There. Feels much better. Much grande. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That axe. It's going to haunt you, no mana, until you buy it. You need it. Kato is doing extremely well. Her eye is fully open. She is no longer favoring after squinting throughout the day. I stopped administering the eye ointment on the 5th day and let it roll. She was frustrated with me on days 3 and 4, I feel like. And as I applied it, she would frequently over clean her face, and it was irritating the eye and making it close. I have not applied any since then. She has kept her eye open. She has been full kitten mode. And very much up for play. She's extremely happy that I paid attention and went and got her additional wet food so I could rotate out the cans of wet food. So I'm happy to report that Kato is doing amazingly well right now. Enjoy your sleep, no mana. Most Magic, welcome in. Do have hats. Banana.
Someone just followed. Who is that? Radio Inc.
Once we come out of ads, I'll thank you for that, Radio Inc. Welcome back for ads, and thank you for that follow, Radio Inc. I hope you're having a great day. Come here. Thank you. Thank you, brush. Come to my hand. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for that follow. Mormonell CZ. I have no idea if I got that anywhere near right. I'm sorry. Alright, so can I glue her staff back on and it not be a problem for me? Everybody says it's going to be a problem. So before we glue it back on, we're going to paint it with some brown. And that'll give us some time to go around and finish the little band around her waist. While that dries, we will shift back to this guy. Or this lady. Oh heck, I'm at 390 followers. Really need to come up with a graphic for frickin' 400. Son of a biscuit. Sweetie, now is not a good time. Now is not a good time. Katra. Watch up, please. Katra. Not right now, please. No, that is mine. That is mine. That is mine. Mine. That is also mine, but I'm a little less concerned about you taking that. No, that is mine. That is mine. No, no. She's literally trying to steal a piece of this figure right now. Why are you stealing my brush? Can I convince you to have this one? Or no, here, take this one. Here. Go protect me from the brush. Oh my god. She's chilled out a little bit about it, Kel. I think it was just kind of the expectation of what she saw. Okay, you want to go get the brush? But some of like the sable hair brushes, she's been really interested in playing with them. Again, every time that I pet back here, you pick your butt up and you move it back. You know that? Okay. Thank you. She had stolen one of the brushes that I have just off camera, and she was actively trying to bite it and wanted to play with it. So I tossed it in hopes that it would keep her interested. Survey said no. And ever since then, Kel, I've been extremely careful about that too. All right. All right. Aside from doing the base in black, I don't know if there's much I want to do with the hair, but we'll see if we can put some yellow in it to make it pop out a little bit more. Oh, there's a good chance no, Hootie. I'm about to fix gluing this together, and I think I'll switch to another one. I think we'll do one that's got a lot of blue and white on it. Yeah. I can't complete anything because if I complete something, then people are going to want to like expect me to do more stuff. Are you on Instagram, Booty? Okay. All right. I figure it goes to the side for a little bit tonight because glue needs to dry. And I have a very bad tendency of touching things when they're supposed to be drying, so we will put it to the side. And we will get another figure. And we'll make Hootie wonder, will we finish another figure? But for this one, I kind of know what I want to do, so I should really wet this brush before I do this. What's up, Cal? Is this the Matrix? What do you mean, is this the Matrix? This rope? I had to glue her wrist back on, and I need to let it set before I try to finish painting it. I mean, according to Hootie Alla Rudy, I don't finish anything. I just, constantly just paint new things. I have 1,000 new projects constantly going. Finishing means you're done and we're no quitters. Yeah, Hootie. We don't quit the process. We're not like you. We don't give up when the deaf cop does too hard to assemble. Wait a second, Hootie. Wait a second. I have a question for you. Notice how Hootie goes really quiet when I have a question for him. for her artwork really quick to kind of get an idea of what I was covering up. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na-na. What's up? Well, hello to you too, my love. You're okay. You're okay. Did nothing. Catro. Catro. Not in the right spot, sweetie. Really not in the right spot right now. I will let you be in numerous places all at once. No, 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 no. But being right there, not going to be a good place for you, I promise. Mm-hmm. Hey, I can see the spicy thoughts flowing through your head, my love. We don't steal my brushes. No, no, no. You want to get it? You want to go keep me safe from the brushes?
No. Catra. No. No, no.
Good evening, King. I hope you're doing okay. Or as good as you can be. I appreciate that you appreciate that you're trying. Oh, the potatoes suggested something today for the word PDF. And I forgot to send it to Painty so I could send it to King. Oi, 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 no. No. Everybody's curious. She's feeling much better now. Out of there. Sir, I don't understand why you need so many brushes. Well, you see, there's brushes for me, and then there's brushes for Distraction Cat. King, I appreciate that you appreciate that we appreciate that the appreciation is appreciated of the appreciation to the appreciation. And I would like to order a table for two at Shenanigans to discuss the appreciation of appreciations. But as the tiny potato, don't care. Made you laugh. Uh, so the potatoes today had one that came up that I sent to a friend, and I said, "We're gonna rename. I'm gonna need you to print that, fax me a PDF, because a PDF stands for pretty darn fine." I was like, "That is up King's alley." Now we just need people to fax a PDF, because it's only fax, no printers. What is the little mongoose that comes, or the little goose that comes running around? And people say, "Let me appreciate you," or the ostrich. Really? I didn't know that. Or I've never made the connection. I agree with you. I didn't know that. Now that I know that, I'll have to stay away from it. I talked to the very nice lady over at Wind River Arts today. I now understand. What's up, sweetie? Huh. Interesting. Having trouble is getting comfy, sweetie. No, you did not, and that's okay. I need to figure out what to do with my life. Wait, what are you doing, sweetie? What are you doing, sweetheart? Or if you did, I'm just a horrible person and completely blanked on it. Oh, but I was talking to the lady over at Wind River Arts today in America, and they had tried to order like $11,000 worth of sable brushes earlier this year, and apparently they all got stopped. So I ordered me a new. I ordered a set of synthetic Rosemary and Co brushes to see what they're like. That's a big old stretch. Yeah, we were talking and she was not happy about it. But it's nice to buy from somebody that's an artist as well, because they do pottery art, or she does pottery art. She's like, "Do you want shorthand or longhand?" I said, "You send me both." I said, "Send me two." So I have a set of the long and the short coming. Yeah. Because I'd never talked to him, but I was talking with Antifreeze, and he'd suggested them because they could get Rosemary and Co. in the U.S. Making brushes or hi, sweetie. Catra. Catra. What are we up to right now? What are we up to? Aside from violence. You know I love you a great deal. Brush hand. So, like these Game Envy Phalanx ones, I like the feel of it. I just want it to be a little bit thicker. The Da Vinci Maestros are kind of nice because they're triangular shaped a little bit, so they feel a little bit more comfortable in my hand. The chonky number 6 boy from Monument, I like it, but it's a chonky number 6. Sweetie, I'm trying to talk about brush handles here. And I've seen people doing that. I've seen people use athletic tape and wrap it around, kind of like you did with your needle nose when you were doing your chainmail. I'm just, I dip my brush all the way into my water cup, so I fear that it would get wet and become icky, and I would become sensory overloaded and not have a good day. Nerd, nerd, seriously, seriously, you're at like a 55 right now. I need you to chill the fuck out. Me and Grumpy were talking about it a long time ago, and I had joked about creating a Kickstarter for a brush handle and an interchangeable brush handle. Kind of deal. Yay! Welcome in, Auntie. Also, I talked to Mary over at Wind River Arts today and put in an order for the red dots. I will. I went with long. I got non-long and long handle, short handle and long handle ones. So I hopefully because she asked me about it, and I was like, give me one of each, and let's see. So we did rounds for them all. It doesn't surprise me that they're printables. All right, goodbye, sweetie. Your frame came in, but it doesn't fold. Oh no, honey, I have to leave up my racing sim. It doesn't fold up. Sorry. Are they screwable caps that just kind of slide in and out, or are they just... Hmm, that would be interesting. Yeah, I'm an adept at the adapter. All I could think about, King, is you being an admech now and being like, ah, yes, the machine spirit speaks to the adaption of the adapter. We shall make you the adapted. Oh, geez, little Jimmy, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be an adapter for a pen. Well, the best I can do is a brush. All right. So we've got a lot of blue going on. If I start taking my shiny skin tone, should be able to start getting a different blue to come out for her snoot. What's up, Jay? Brownies do sound delicious. Okay. I need to find a raid target really quick. Spieling is not painting right now. They're still playing the Hollow of Nights. Walters is on. Spark is doing something. Okay. We are going to raid. Our good friend, Crucial Blue. No. Yep. Yeah, we are. I can't keep deciding. Thank you, everybody, for being here. King, you're awesome. Remember that. Always. Always. If you need a reminder, I will remind you on the daily. I'm crazy enough to do it. So with that, we're going to go say hello to our good friend Crucial Blue, who's on a drive to get to a Monumentals.